What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Shakana Toy Reviews. Two idiots, one camera, and a review. I am Wilson. Tonight, I am not joined by Mr. Berg. Condolences to him. His family is not dead. They're just really fucking sick. So I am instead joined by the man with the best set of hair.
Toast.
And we are, in this episode, reviewing what, Mr. Toast?
The Mafex Amazing Spider-Man. And this guy.
All right, so here Mr. Peter is himself, and this is the Mafex. Mafex is similar to SH Figure Arts and Figma toys in that they are highly, highly articulated. This one has less articulation than I would say Figma's. I think it's on the same par as probably SH Figure Arts.
About, yeah.
Compared to what I've touched and held in my dirty hands.
Huh.
So this is your toy, Mr. Toast. Why don't you go ahead and talk about him? So
He was announced last year, and the promotional pictures were exactly what I wanted him to be, which was 90s Spider-Man. I have the unmasked head on him right now, but he comes with two other heads that we'll eventually look at for the many accessories. The heads look just like Eric Larson or the Todd McFarlane.
yeah, I don't know. Mr. Berg would be here, so he's probably, if he's watching this at all, screaming, "The one on the left is they're both fucking Eric Larson, goddammit, or they're both Todd McFarlane, or that's how fucking Venom was created, dumb fucks."
They're a little bit Mark Bagley too, so you can throw that in there too.
Oh God, they're not that ugly.
Anyway, so he was exactly what I wanted in a Spider-Man figure. I don't have the Marvel Legends Spider-Mans because those just didn't appeal to me, but this guy really did.
So you don't have any Marvel Legends Spider-Mans?
I got the Gamerverse now.
Right, yeah.
Because I started playing the game and I'm like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think the portrait, thank you, Topher, it looks good. It's painted good. I just personally don't like the way it looks. I mean, it's painted fine and it's sculpted fine. It's
What about the way it looks?
I don't know. The hair is kind of funky, and I don't know. It's the...
What about masked?
Oh, I think it looks great.
Okay.
I would never use the human face. I don't think you even need it. I don't know why you would want to have an unmasked Spider-Man.
Just as a thing that I did 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, I guess. But like, are you ever gonna you gonna have that standing like that on your shelf?
No.
Exactly.
This head's going back on as soon as I get home.
Now, why does he have a neck and the other one doesn't?
Oh, so there isn't an unmasked neck.
Okay.
So he's got the Spider-Man suit going up his neck.
Well, I'm talking about the head also on the table doesn't have a neck.
Right.
You just use the same neck for all of them.
I don't know. There's an extra neck.
Strange. Anything you want to say about the paint and sculpt? I mean, it looks like I would expect from one of these kind of figures. He's got a lot of shading. I almost think maybe the blue is too dark is the only thing.
Agreed. So I think the sculpt is fantastic. The suit, the musculature, he's as thin yet defined as I want Spider-Man to be, as I expect him to be. The Marvel Legends, in my opinion, were always just kind of beefy. They were on the muscular side. And
Really?
That's why I didn't go for them.
I think most of them are perfect, like scrawny. I like Spider-Man scrawny too.
I prefer, I guess, the figure arts build.
Okay.
Which is kind of a little bit leaner and smaller. So to me, the Marvel Legends just look beefy.
I understand that,
So I think that's fine for a Hulk, a Thor kind of figure, where they are. Venom. But for smaller characters, I think this works better. That was sculpt. I think paint. The original promotional images had him with a brighter red and brighter blue.
For sure.
So I was a little bit disappointed, but as soon as you take the box away, I'm still happy.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. They just added shading, like muscle shading in the abs.
But I would have liked a brighter blue and brighter red.
Yeah, I wonder if it's... That's interesting why they chose that. But this reminds me of the 3-pack Civil War Marvel Legends movie, Spider-Man, how he looked dark. That's a lot like what this reminds me of, other than he's shinier. For his articulation with these kind of toys, yeah, he's extremely articulated. all kinds of movement up in here, just like you would want. Like, I don't know that there's any Spider-Man pose with this guy that you could maybe not get. You can pretty much get the McFarlane kind of
Feet by the head.
yeah, feet by the head. It's a lot of extreme stuff. I would only argue that Revoltech is able to get you more extreme poses, and that's only because they do a lot of those weird kind of, click joints.
There's a lot in the hips that Revoltech does that
Yeah.
this does not have.
Yeah, but he can definitely get good, like, wall crawling poses. See, he does downward dog very well. Good yoga poses, you know what I mean?
Needs a tutu now.
Yeah, there you go. Ballet dancing Spider-Man. Suck that, Tobey Maguire.
Third party, get on it. He has fantastic ankles.
Yeah, they're on a ball joint, so they'll spin all the way around and up and down. So yeah, I agree. His stance. That's a champion stance right there.
Feet on the ground.
Feet on the ground. Champion stance. Award winning. If he was a horse, get the blue ribbon. You know
Sure.
what I mean?
Sure.
As always. You can also get this shot. I mean, look. I'm having so much fun just making him look like he's doing all kinds of weird dancing. This is interpretive dance. So it's that kind of dancing where they just play music and writhe around.
Sure.
Yeah. He comes with different feet?
Yeah, the feet have magnets.
Feet have magnets.
So he comes with replacement feet. There are all of these hands. Plus the hands, one set of hands also comes with magnets.
That's crazy.
So he can stick to metal, obviously. He's got thwipping hands. He's got open hands. He's got fists and relaxed hands. I think
He's got these hands that
he
look
does
like they can hold the webbing.
thumbs ups.
Yeah. Oh, he's got this. Is that what it is, or is it to hold the webbing?
I think it's to hold the webbing.
It makes a good thumb
But
up.
without the webbing, he's the Fonz. He also comes with 2 short webs.
And those wrap around his wrists.
Yes.
You gotta take his hands off and then put them around.
2 long webs. He's got what looks like a sickle. But I think he's meant to stand on that.
Like that, huh?
Right. I think.
Wait, so he stands down there.
I think so.
He's got that webbing.
Yep.
Which looks like you can also
Attach something.
attach another piece of webbing. Maybe.
Which I have not used, so I am not familiar with
Yeah.
what to do with that.
And we saw the heads, much like you would get with any kind of Revoltech or any of these guys. Almost all, this is like a standard. Get it? For these kind of toys to have a stand. And he comes with the clippy around the waist because he doesn't have a hole in the back, he doesn't have holes in the feet, and he doesn't have a hole in the butt. So there's no way that we can figure out what the fuck this piece is for. And much like I do, you've lost the instructions or misplaced them, let's say.
They're not here.
But yeah, no, this is for something.
Something.
Let us know in the comments what it's for. A lot of stuff, a lot of playability and options, which is always a good thing, what I say.
Yes.
What do I think about it? I like them. I don't think I like them as much as any Revoltech guy that I would have, but I'm just a big fan of those kind of joints. I know a lot of people aren't. I know a big bearded guy who hates a lot of them because they break up the sculpt and stuff.
Revoltech did a Spider-Man, right?
They did.
Do you have that one?
I don't have that.
Okay.
But if I chose one, it would probably be that one. That's the kind of art I like. That's kind of the art that I kind of draw.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of art that I like in my comics is exaggerated over the top kind of stuff.
Sure.
So any toy that can get me that, that's good. But like Spider-Man himself, I'm going to give this toy 2 thumbs up. I suggest that if you want a good Spider-Man and Revoltech's not your thing, I'm sure SH Figure Arts has done multiple Spider-Man. I don't know. They've done comic book ones. I've seen movie ones for sure.
I think only the movies.
But yeah, this would be your next go-to. I like the big-eyed Spider-Man stuff. He still gets a great range of posability, and he's got great accessories. How much was he?
I don't remember. I think he's about 65.
65. So that's a better price than Revoltech too. If you don't want to spend that kind of money.
I mean, he's roughly a Figure Arts price.
So you bought him up. How
Yes.
do you feel about him?
I like him a lot.
You think he's worth the money?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's exactly what I wanted. If only the colors were a little bit brighter.
Right.
He'd be perfect. Personally, I have him paired on a shelf with the Revoltech Carnage, and
Right.
I think they look amazing together. It's a little bit rare for me to repose my toys, but
Really?
those two, this
the
guy
time.
and Carnage, I could,
Just always get played with.
yeah.
Play with your toys, kids. Don't leave them in the fucking package. Mr. Toast, thank you for bringing in this toy and taking place of Berg in his absence. You're always invited back. We love you. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Go ahead and comment below, especially if you know what that piece is for. You can see all these social media stuff in the show notes. Visit our Patreon, patreon.com/ShotgunNotToyReviews, and you can support us at multiple levels. That gets you different kinds of benefits and bonus episodes. You do that yourself, don't you?
Yes.
You know what? Fuck it. You can get this shit for free. You don't have to give us money. Go ahead and be freeloaders. That's fine
You
with me.
could go to YouTube,
You could go to YouTube.
but why not give a buck?
Couldn't have put it better myself.